This as current NPA head advocate Shamila Bathohi's tenure will come to an end this month. While candidates have been interviewed by the advisory panel for the post, a decision is yet to be made on Bathohi's successor. Some on the list of candidates, however, have garnered more interest than others, namely the current investigating directorate head, Advocate Andrea Johnson, former NDPP Advocate Menzi Simelane, and former inaugural IDAC head, Advocate Hermione Cronje. Firstly, before the interviews could kick off in December last year, the DA sent a letter indicating their intention to halt the process, largely due to the inclusion of Simelane, citing concerns around his quote-unquote suitability for public office. Simelane was probed on this issue by one of the panelists, chairperson of the Public Service Commission, Prof. Somadota Figeni.
There are observations made in the report about you having withheld some documents, not cooperated, not being a reliable witness. Those are very specific. Whatever technical term we can use, those were made there. And you would have said, let me challenge that particular aspect in the report because it impugns your own integrity. Would that not be the case?
You are wrong on a number of fronts, Professor Figeni. There's no technicalities that was getting into. And I resist your temptation to want to avoid the issue because I want to make these issues that Dr. Chinola raised an issue for you as this panel to think about. So I'm not going to accept your characterization of the issues I want to raise as technical issues.
Meanwhile, Johnson's candidacy also saw some challenges, with 209 out of the 281 public comments made to the panel being solely dedicated to her. 208 were objections, while only one was in support of her candidacy. Lastly, Cronje faced some questions relating to interpersonal relations, but her candid interview also revealed the possible state of the NPA, which has received criticism over its perceived failure to deal with state capture-related matters.
They will continue to be frustrated with state capture prosecutions because I am not convinced that we have the skills. There are a lot of other issues, it's not just skills, but the skills to put together the kind of charge sheets, the kind of indictments that are needed, I don't know that we have in the NPA.
Attorney Barnabas Ulu has filed an urgent legal bid at the Gauteng High Court in Pretoria to interdict President Cyril Ramaphosa from appointing the next NDPP, with Ulu taking issue with the manner in which his firm's objection to Cronje's candidacy was handled, charging that it was quote-unquote unfair. Despite the professional history that exists, Ulu insists that the issue is not personal.
As I've said from the beginning of this interview, this is not personal. And that is why, you see, if this was not supported by any form of evidence, you could speculate and say so. We're very clear, the papers are there, they are very clear. We're talking about the process that was not followed.
Ulu is seeking an urgent hearing in January on the matter. Canny, Maphanga, SABC News, Johannesburg.